Many people say they want to be wealthy, achieve financial freedom, and succeed. But have you ever asked yourself whether the very pursuit of money is gradually stealing the peace from your mind? Money is not just a measure of material wealth or a means to meet life's needs. For Carl Jung, one of Switzerland's greatest psychoanalysts, money is also a profound spiritual test. It is hard to notice this in a world that constantly urges us to work hard, strive, and achieve financial freedom at any cost. Around us, everyone seems to chase wealth, believing that with more money, all feelings of lack, insecurity, or emptiness inside will be resolved. Yet, in reality, this very race can awaken the deepest wounds of your soul. You may be accustomed to seeing financial success as a measure of self-worth, account balances, income levels, reputation, or social status. But Jung pointed out that money is essentially a mirror reflecting the beliefs, memories, and emotions you unconsciously accumulated from childhood. It is not only a matter of logic, calculation, or career opportunities. Your relationship with money is profound, emotional, and marked by the past. Were you praised or criticized for your achievements or income? In your family, was money a sign of freedom or fear? All these experiences create unconscious patterns that affect how you earn, spend, and even perceive your self-worth. Therefore, when we chase money, many of us are not merely pursuing finances. We are seeking recognition, safety, or acceptance that our inner child still craves. This is a subtle trap. You may achieve every goal, earn more money than ever, yet still feel emptiness, anxiety, or insecurity. Unconscious beliefs that money will provide value or fill the feeling of not enough are, in fact, not directly related to money at all. Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." By seeing money as a spiritual test, you realize that what you are building, whether a career, a business, or a reputation, is ultimately a way to cope with deep-seated fears. To overcome this challenge, you must start by asking yourself, why do I truly want money? Not to pay bills or shop, but to explore your inner needs, wounds, and real values. When you ask yourself, why do I want money? The answer is often deeper than it seems. Many respond that it is to pay bills, care for family, or buy necessities. Yet Jung invites you to go further. Why do you crave money beyond these needs? For most of us, money is no longer merely a survival tool. It becomes a mirror reflecting everything we absorbed in childhood about self-worth, safety, love, and control. It turns into a distorted image where hidden inner wounds or unexamined beliefs govern actions without our awareness. Jung calls these hidden parts the shadow, aspects of the self that we fear, deny, or avoid facing. Regarding money, this shadow has a profound impact. Were you praised for success or shamed for not having enough? In your family, was money freedom or fear? These experiences form unconscious beliefs that shape how you earn, spend, and perceive your value throughout life. Thus, the pursuit of money is often a false search. When chasing six-figure incomes, promotions, or high revenue, what you truly seek may not be money at all. You may be seeking recognition, safety, or acceptance from parents, or attempting to heal the inner child that felt insufficient. This is the subtle trap. Real-world success can coexist with emptiness, anxiety, or insecurity. Deep beliefs that money will make you whole are not about money. They are about the desire for inner acknowledgement and love. Jung emphasized that the real challenge lies in facing yourself, not the balance in your account or your external achievements. When identity is tied to success and money, you begin to lose the subtle, sensitive, and authentic parts of yourself. You become a performer, a successful entrepreneur, a provider, a star applauded and admired. External recognition becomes the measure of self-worth, but the price is gradually suppressing your true self, your shyness, doubts, fears, vulnerabilities, and natural authenticity. The wealthier you become, the more you must adjust your image to maintain excellence and achievement. Each performance requires suppression of fear, doubt, and true emotion, until you almost forget who you are without the titles, income, or image you've painstakingly built. This is the paradox. Success promises freedom, but in reality it can become a golden prison, a subtle cage constructed from social expectations and hidden fears. But Jung would say that this fear is no accident. It is an invitation to face your true self. Every spiritual challenge is often disguised as a material problem. The pain and stress experienced in pursuing money are not because of money, but because your soul is calling you back to your essence. Feelings of not enough, the compulsion to overwork, metrics, revenue, or achievements are external manifestations of deep inner wounds. Instead of continuing to chase achievements and money as a coping mechanism, Jung invites you to listen to the inner message. The fears, doubts, and unconscious beliefs about your worth need to be acknowledged and healed. This is the first step toward living successfully without losing yourself, allowing money to serve your soul rather than imprison it. This is when the real spiritual challenge begins. Jung observed that when success and money dominate identity, the ego clings to socially approved roles: achiever, entrepreneur, provider, or star, anything that earns external recognition. In the modern world, money is the clearest measure of this acknowledgement. The richer and more prominent you are, the more applause and admiration you receive, yet simultaneously, you drift further from your authentic self. When identity is built around success and money, the soft, sensitive, and natural aspects of yourself are left behind. You begin to create a mask, an image you believe must be performed for acceptance and praise. The price of this success is the constant suppression of your true self, fears, doubts, vulnerabilities, and even natural joy. Over time, maintaining this image creates silent mental pressure. Success feels empty. Respect feels distant from the self. This is the paradox. Success promised freedom, but can become a golden cage, where you are trapped by the image and expectations you created. Jung would say that this fear is intentional, a spiritual invitation. Every challenge in the material world contains lessons about your true nature. The stress, anxiety, and emptiness in pursuing money are not about finances. They are signals that your soul calls you back to yourself. Feelings of insufficiency, the obsession with endless work, and constant goals are actually unrecognized wounds, not reality. The true challenge lies in daring to face yourself, not your account balance or external achievements. You need to listen to the inner child that felt insufficient, recognize unconscious beliefs and fears, and allow yourself to be whole again. By confronting and accepting suppressed parts, money ceases to control you and becomes a tool supporting your authentic life. This is the crucial first step in transforming earning money into a spiritual path, learning to be wealthy while remaining whole inside, without sacrificing yourself for recognition or achievement. Then, money is no longer a burden or a cage, but material for creating a life aligned with your values and soul. One of the most important steps in turning earning money into a spiritual journey is identifying the true motivation behind your ambition. When examining why you earn, many respond superficially: to be safe, comfortable, provide for family, or reach material goals. But Jung reminds us that focusing only on the surface ignores deeper layers of the soul, unconscious beliefs, old wounds, and neglected childhood parts quietly influencing your actions. Understanding your inner why allows you to break the cycle, chasing success while feeling empty, earning money yet remaining anxious. The real challenge is not money, but being authentic with yourself. Anxiety, pressure, or fear are not financial issues. They are signals from your soul, urging you to pause and face the parts of yourself previously ignored or hidden. This is the invitation to confront fears, beliefs, and childhood memories you never dared to face. Only by recognizing and understanding these wounds can you build a healthy relationship with money, where it serves your life rather than dominates and suffocates your true essence. A clear sign of the shadow in your relationship with money lies in financial habits. You may overspend when anxious, hoard money from fear of scarcity, or self-sabotage opportunities to increase income without understanding why. These behaviors are not mere habits. They are emotional and psychological patterns rooted in the past, sometimes childhood. Beliefs like money is bad, rich people are greedy, or I don't deserve wealth may be deeply ingrained in your unconscious, causing you to resist or limit yourself unknowingly. Jung believed that the human psyche seeks wholeness, not perfection. To achieve this, you must reconnect with the parts of yourself once denied. The part that wants money but fears change, the part that craves success but fears losing love or recognition from family. For many, the fear of having money is even greater than the fear of not having it, because wealth brings responsibility, shifts relationships, and sometimes the concern that others may love you for material wealth rather than your true self. Facing and healing these parts is the only way to break the psychological loop and build a conscious, wholesome relationship with money. When achieved, money becomes a tool supporting your authentic life rather than a barrier. Observing daily financial habits, which may seem simple, reveals deep emotional patterns formed in childhood. Jung called this the shadow, parts of the self that were hidden, feared, or denied. They silently govern your life, and when unrecognized, you easily repeat self-sabotaging financial patterns. Only by facing and integrating this shadow, recognizing unconscious beliefs, and reconnecting with neglected parts, can money become a source of support rather than stress. Earning money in this way is no longer a tense race, but a spiritual journey, harmonizing external wealth with inner wholeness. Through recognition, confrontation, and healing, you not only transform your relationship with money, but also open the path to living freely, peacefully, and abundantly from within.